Am I crazy or what? I need to start venting myself in a better fashion, smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol. Today's video we're going to talk about just random stuff that bothers me. Public school system. I don't know where you are and where you live, but here where I live, here in San Antonio, Texas, the public school system is, well, it's pretty bad. I mean, we're not talking about raising doctors, lawyers anymore. We're talking about, raising criminals and lowlifes and people mainly living off welfare. I say that because, when you're growing up as a kid, you need discipline in your life. You need somebody, you make a mess on the floor, you should have, have the want to clean it up. You shouldn't just leave the mess there. There's people that don't clean up after themselves when they're younger generally don't clean up after themselves when they get older. And you just have these lazy people that don't, it's bad. But the problem with the Texas public school system that I'm seeing, mind you, I don't have any kids in it. I don't want any kids. I think the future is kind of really messed up. But I think the main problem I see is when anything goes down that the kids should get punished for, like, writing on the walls or anything, running in the hallways, bad grades, disrespecting teachers, what have you. What generally happens is anytime somebody tries to stand up to the kid, tell them they're doing wrong so they can improve themselves, they get that thrown back in their face and they have to, lay down and take it. It's, if a kid is back talking to a teacher, when a teacher's trying to teach, that's not good. That sets a bad example for others in the class, and then soon it's not just one back talking to the teacher, it's two, and then three, and then four, and then next thing you know, you have a whole class of fucking disobedient kids that don't listen, don't do shit, and it just goes from there. And teachers don't need that. They sacrifice a lot to come to work every day and teach. If I was a teacher, I couldn't do it. But my point is, the teacher goes to the principal, you go through the chain of command, blah, 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 the parent gets called, and whoever has the confrontation with the parent, tries to tell them, hey, your kid did this, da, 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 whatever, it's, instead, the parent, instead of accepting it, goes crazy on the person that said their kid did something wrong, and they just, the teacher or principal just folds over. Oh, we're sorry, don't sue us. Something to that effect, and nothing gets done. So what you see, is third, fourth generation of kids being raised that way. That when you don't discipline a kid, they do whatever they want. I believe in some freedoms, but you can't let these kids just, run wild. Because, they grow up and have, kids, and they don't know how to raise their kids right. It just gets worse and worse and worse, like where we are right now. I mean, you can tell me if I'm crazy or not, but oh gosh, it makes me sick. I mean, where I'm at, I have to deal with kids, and very unpleasant to work with, and work around, because I mean, they pretty much do whatever they want. You can't, the place where I work, you can't do or say anything to the kids, because the kids will turn it, twist it, and use it against you. I mean, it's bad. It really is. I mean, it just it makes my job 1,000 times harder than what it needs to be. Because you got these little kids that, I'm a strong believer, if you break something, you fix it. You don't steal. If you make a mess, you clean up after yourself before you leave. Or you don't make messes at all. And they're raising generations of people that don't have good core values. Now, without those core, I'm not saying those are the core values you should have, but if you don't have good core values, I mean, there's really nothing slowing the decline of America down. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And you tell me. That's the end of this video today. You tell me, am I crazy in thinking this, or is this actually happening? I mean,